Hello, this is Vance, and this is Thursday, September 10th, 2015, and this is the CL trades for today. It's a demonstration trade I put on. Today was the announcement at 11 o'clock, and so I had this fall off. I've got this channel drawn in here. I think prices are trying to move up, maybe retest this high again. And so what I did was, you see that it broke this short-term trend channel. This is a second entry long right off of this one. There's a little bit of overlap, but I think it's worthwhile to take it because the first two contracts I've got off is really before this double top here. So let me just show you where the actual previous high. So let me just draw that in here. I think it's right here. Okay. Here's this previous high. So I've got room to get out there. I like that for that reason. I also like the idea that this particular trade is we had a first, it kind of broke through here. First, if this is a new high right at this area, this is a first entry, pullback, second entry. I think this is a trap. It has some hesitation in here, but then price pulled back, and I think that's why it's a decent trade to take. Now you get a little bit of a gap here, you can see, and so there's more momentum, and I think it's going to get my first two contracts off right here. So that's why I've got this three contract straight here, and hopefully it'll just kind of punch up. Right at this point in time, what you can do is that you can move your stop up to here, because if it comes back and takes me out, even if I move my stop up to this area, it'll be a failed trade, I believe. So I'm going to move it up to here. Hopefully it'll just do this push, get to 57, which will be my 15 ticks. Right now I've got, I'm behind where my entry point is by 6 ticks. If it comes back down here, I think it may be a failed trade. So that's why I've got it at this point in time. My entry, my original mark as far as, and there we go. There's my first two contracts off. So now I can move it to break even +1. And moving up to here. So as a 43. And I'm looking at maybe retesting the daily high. It's got to hold past here. If it moves up past this and holds, then I'm perhaps move my stop up to the 15 tick mark. But at this point in time, I'm content to leave it sit the way it is at break even +1. So I'm just waiting to see how it transpires going up this. Let me just kind of change this to here, pointer, and I'll let it go. So it's a free trade. I got my first two contracts off right now at 15 ticks, and I'm going to leave it go. So I'm going to just watch it. Didn't take very long to kind of transpire. It was a couple minutes, so only 3 minutes into this right now. So I'll just I'll put this on mute and see how it let it run. It looks presently that buyers are having a tough time getting support here at this level. It's a little bit, it doesn't seem that buyers don't have control at this point in time. And, it's just like overlap. This is really causing overlap. You never enter a trade. I'm not saying never. Seldom enter a trade when there's overlap like this, because it's just indecisive. You want to see decision one way or the other. And in this particular case, I like this because of the fact that this looked like a trap to me, and I figured it was just enough to kind of take it to the 15 ticks, retest the double top. It might not have made this. It might come back to get up. See, it's kind of dancing around 45, so it can just it can come down and punch me out right here, this with a single contract. I'm hoping that it'll go this way. I'm looking at anticipate that price could have the momentum go here, but at this time it's not looking so good because of the fact that we've got this overlap. Now, right now, when you have overlap like this, it means that buyers and sellers are really at a stalemate. They're wrestling for control. If buyers take over, take control of the commodity at this point in time, we'll have higher prices. If sellers sell it down, then we'll have lower prices. There's looking at this break here and looking at this area right at this area, and because it's the second entry, long right from here, we've broken this channel. It looks like this capitulation, and if you even take a look at where previous highs and lows are, I mean, what was formerly support is now maybe so formerly resistance now acting as support. You can see this is where prices came out. This is 11 o'clock, but you can see now we're moving up more. So this this is at 15 ticks. I can move this up. Right now we're just past this area. If it moves up a little bit higher, that'd be fine. So this is the whole point of having a runner, is that you have this. Now I can even see, if you look at 15, at 57, which would put me up to here. We're now at 65. So now I feel comfortable be under this is what I say resistance or support at this area. So a little shocking now at 27. So 57 right here. Now I've locked in for 15 ticks on my runner. And you don't know what's going to happen. I mean, maybe it looks, from this perspective now, it looks like it's got a pretty good opportunity maybe to run up and really retest this double top up here, considering this is a sell-off. It's like a reverse V pattern. Price sold off very quickly, and now that maybe buyers are resting control, bringing up this area. Maybe just could have sold into this just to anticipate a better price. That may be the case as well. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm just looking at the price action, and that's the kind of ideas that I have when I'm looking at this particular chart. But could very well retest this daily high here, considering that with this momentum. Once we get past this area, and if it holds past here, then we're fine. But again, I'm just this is a free position now. Well, in fact, I've locked in 15 ticks, and so I'm pretty happy with it, regardless of how it transpires. It's my opinion is a successful trade. If it runs to where I think my target should be at 88, because it's near these double tops up here, I'll be very satisfied with that. Okay, so just let it go. Been in this trade for just 8 minutes now. Okay, price came back, took me out of 57. It looks like there's maybe resistance in this tight trading range here. You can see this is a tight trading range from the standpoint. Price went up, pulled back, up here, second trend down to here. So like your first pullback, really a second pullback. So you have to consider this a really tight trading range. Are we going to come back down here and retest here, or is it going to go higher? See, it broke through here, but it really couldn't hold. So we had this bit of a pullback. So this can be a breakout pullback long, or we're going to come back and retest this area right here. Remains to be seen. Anyways, it's a little bit of a quick demonstration. A little successful trade that happened really here. The entry, I'll show you where the entry was. Entry was right down here. Right this area. Well, that was a decent entry. The tail, my stop was down below here, which was an area. It did go in a bit of an overlap, but you can see this. It went up, pulled back, and went up again. So you could say that even this is a first entry right here. Second entry long. This is almost the same height. But then you can say like a first entry, almost a second entry. That's why I kind of held on, because it didn't really come back blast down. My stop was right below this one right here, 15 ticks. So that's why I thought it was a decent trade. Took a little while to work out, but I had the patience to hold on to it. And as you can see, now price is coming back, maybe retesting this area. So maybe it's just not ready to go higher, or that maybe we're going to come back down and maybe retest what I can see is maybe this area right down here. Because we're formerly an area of resistance, but may now be support. So this might be the target on a short. Right now, this is a second entry short right here. Bottom, this is price makes new low. There's the first entry, pulled back, second entry short. And so you can see there's a bit of a gap, so maybe momentum will take it down lower. But if you had the wherewithal to kind of short right here, now you've made your 15 ticks, and maybe it's coming down lower. So that might not have been a bad trade to take. Again, this is like tight trading range stuff. It's not really with trend. Trend really hasn't been established at this point in time, unless you're looking at it from a longer overall trend heading upwards from down here. But that's it for now. I mean, that's all I have for the time being. Have any questions, let me know. This is Vance. Bye for now.